Okay, now we're gonna talk about Keychain Access. What is Keychain Access? It is a tool used to store authentication information. Keychain Access is a Mac OS utility that stores and manages passwords, encryption keys, and other sensitive information. It is designed to securely store information and to simplify the process of accessing that information. The type of information that the Keychain Access can store includes password and website applications, encryption keys, secure notes, private keys and certificates, Wi-Fi network passwords. Now, in this tutorial, we're going to be the important thing is we have to understand that we need it for certificates. Okay? And so that's why I want you to understand it. Now, you can retrieve passwords from login using your Keychain Access. These are the directions. If you want to read them, you can pause. But aside from that, I'm gonna take you step by step to retrieve. Yeah, so to show you how to retrieve a password. So this is Keychain Access right here, right? If you want to access your Keychain Access, you go here, say Keychain Access right there, and then boom, Keychain Access. But it's already open. So so then so let's go here. Local items, all items, right? And we'll say for argument's sake, hey, I lost my password for Angel Co. Well, this is where it will be stored in your system. I mean, I didn't lose it, but when you go to a website and you notice how sometimes it's pre-populated, you know, after you've already logged into the website one time, that's because it's stored in here. And so I'll do this and I'll say get info and right here. And if I want to see my password, that's my email. Here's the password. That's the URL. I click show password and then I enter my password for my computer. And that's what then my password will show. I'm not going to do that because I don't want you to see my password. Okay. That's how that works. And there are other passwords stored on here, right? So back here, we have that. And let's go on ahead and now what are certificates? In a Keychain Access on a Mac, a certificate is a digitally signed document that is issued by a trusted organization and that verifies the identity of a user, website, or other entity. Certificates contain information about the entity that is being authenticated, as well as the digital signature of the issuing organization. Certificates are used to establish trust between parties in online transactions and secure information that is transmitted over the internet. You can use Keychain Access to manage your certificates, including creating new ones, importing existing ones, and exposing them for use on other computers or devices. When you access a website or other online service that requires a certificate, Keychain Access can provide the necessary certificate to authenticate your identity and establish a secure connection. You can also use Keychain Access to view details of your certificates, such as the issuer expiration date and the purpose for which the certificate was issued. So if you want to see your certificates, you got here, go up here, my certificates, right? Of course, on this machine, I don't hardly have any, right? Login. There's certificates and get info. And this is the certificate information, right? Yeah. So I'm trying to think what else. So this is development certificate. And let's go back here. We know what certificates are, right? And so now a CSR, a certificate signing request in Keychain Access on a Mac, is a request for a digital certificate that is used to authenticate the identity of a user, website, or other entity. When you create a CSR, you generate public-private key pair, provide information about the entity that is being authenticated, such as its name, location, and purpose. The CSR is then submitted to a certificate authority, which is a trusted organization that issues digital certificates. The certificate authority uses the information in the CSR to create a digital certificate, which contains the entity's public key and other information that is used to verify its identity. The certificate is digitally signed by the certificate authority, which serves as an endorsement of the entity's identity. You can use Keychain Access to create a CSR and submit it to a certificate authority to obtain a digital certificate. You can also use Keychain Access to view, manage your existing certificates, including importing and exporting them for use on other computers or devices. So let's talk about how we get a CSR, right? So these are the directions that you need to generate a CSR. You can read them if you want. Pause the video. However, I'm about to go ahead and take you through it real quick. It's not that hard. So if you want to generate a CSR, you're going to say this: file, wait, access. Hold on, give me a second. File, add keychain, new password, keychain, preference. What do I do? Oh, stop. Oh, stop it. Okay, there we go. Um, let me see. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back here and we're gonna say right here, certificate assistant, and then we're gonna request certificate from a authority. And right here, we have the email address we're gonna use. We're gonna use the common name, and then we're gonna add another email address. We're gonna save this to disk. We continue, right? So I'm gonna say in at test.com. That's just a dummy one. And it really doesn't matter. Then right here, and then you save this to your desktop or whatever directory you want to save it to, where you can access it again because you're going to use it later. But this is your certificate signing request, and this is what you will use to generate your certificate. So, and we'll get into that later. We close that out so we don't. And yeah, that's what you need to know for right now about Keychain Access. On to the next.